This weekend, I'm headed out to hang out with the boys, do a little bit of ice fishing, have some fun. I signed up to bring lunch for Saturday afternoon, and probably one of the easiest things that you can cook is going to be a pork butt. This is actually a really good cook for me to fire up the Traeger and run it overnight and show you how I might approach that process. So we got a whole pork butt here. There's nothing special about it. I just picked it up at the local grocery store. This is a 9-pound pork butt. It's only 4 of us guys, so this is gonna be a ton of food, but you know, it'll be easy to reheat and to serve in a fish house. And you know, we'll have easy lunch for Saturday afternoon. I'm gonna keep things really simple. I'm just gonna clean up some of these little bits of fat off of this, off the pork butt here. Try to get out any of those any glands that might have been left in there. Just really simple, just trimming those off. Nothing too crazy. No comp trim here. There's just a little bit of extra fat there that will get rendered off, and you know, that's pretty much about it. You know, and just run my hands over there, make sure there's no bone spurs or anything crazy, and you know, just gonna cook this thing and let it render out. I'm only using a couple of rubs today. I've got the Big Papa's Hallelujah jalapeno. That's going to be an AP rub with a little bit of jalapeno in there, so that's going to give us our heat. And then I've got the Pecan Bounty pork rub from OG Bandits. That's going to be where that sweet and that savoriness comes from, and it's going to give us a nice color on our pork butt. And our pork butt is all rubbed up. I'm just gonna put this in the fridge and let it hang out until about 8:30 tonight, and then 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I don't know, I'm in no rush. Then I'll throw it on the smoker and let it rock overnight, and we'll check on it in the morning. See you then. Is our pork butt. The next morning, it is about 8:05 a.m. I went ahead and put a probe in it. You can see that it's currently sitting at about 160 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and just bump up our temperature on our Traeger here. We're gonna move that to about 250. And then we're just gonna let this hang out until it's probe tender. And I expect that probe tender will probably happen sometime around 190 to 200 degrees. Okay, so I've been out running errands. It looks like our pork hasn't really moved much. It's about 10:35 in the morning here. So as you can see, we're rolling still at about 253 degrees on the Traeger. Temperature right now is about 180 degrees. And that pork butt is looking absolutely delicious, actually. It looks really good. I can tell from a probe temperature that this is not even close in the realm of to where we want to be from a doneness perspective. So we're just gonna let her keep rolling. I did fill up the pellet hopper last night, so you can see we kind of run through quite a few pellets there. But I could probably refill that and just keep her fueled up and ready to cook. But we'll see how long this 9-pound pork butt takes to wrap up. But so far, I mean, this has been one of the easiest cooks I have done in quite some time. Okay, so we're currently sitting at 185 degrees. It's been an hour, so we're incrementing temperature at about 5 degrees an hour right now. If I were to check this for tenderness, that feels like butter, baby. It's sliding in there nice and easy. It's coming back. It's got a tiniest little resistance coming back out of there. I'm gonna check back here by the bone too as well. And that feels a lot tighter back there. So we're gonna let this rock out until it probably hits about 190 degrees. We have just settled into about 190.2 degrees. Let's check and see if this thing's tender. So she's looking absolutely perfect. We're getting a little bit of a pullback on the bone there. That's usually a pretty good indicator that you're in that tender zone for cooking pork. And if I pull in there, that's coming out, going in, very little resistance. I'd say that that's ready to pull off and let it rest. You're excited. You just got it off and you're just want to dig into it and rip this thing apart right away. But we've just cooked this pork butt for 14 hours. Well, no, if I can do math, 15 hours, right? And if we were ripping this right now, all those juices wouldn't be able to redistribute throughout the pork butt, and that is going to yield a dry finished product. So what I like to do is get myself food service film, and this is just the cheap stuff from Sam's Club, but I like food service film for this job because it can withstand some of that temperature, especially the heat coming right off of this. It is going to help soften that bark up a little bit, because I didn't use any binders, I didn't use any wraps. I just let this thing hang out in that Traeger since yesterday until now. And you could let this rest on the counter for about an hour or two. It's going to take a little while for that temperature to come back down. Or you could put it into your warm oven and let it hang out. Or not a warm oven, because you don't want to cook it anymore, but you could let it hang out there too as well. And if you've done this right, you shouldn't need any tools. And it smells absolutely delicious, and there's just a ton of moisture in there. Bone should come out of here pretty easy. And then you shred it up. Got a sneak a taste. That tastes absolutely delicious. But that's just falling apart in my hands there. It's got some nice bark. Well, even if the fish aren't biting, dinner or lunch, or both maybe with this much pulled pork, is going to be absolutely killer. Wish us luck. Hopefully we catch some fish, and I'll catch you on the next one.